in this video I am going to analyze a literary piece titled King Oedipus by Sophocles using the psychoanalytic criticism. The operations of repression are critical in structuring the work of a play, such as King Oedipus. Repression is a key theme in the play, as Oedipus struggles to repress his inner knowledge of his own identity. This repression ultimately leads to his downfall, as his attempts to deny the truth of his situation only make matters worse. Additionally, the notion of repression is seen in other characters throughout the play, such as in the character of Jocasta, who represses her knowledge of Oedipus' identity and her part in his suffering. The operations of repression in the play thus form a critical part of the narrative and structure of the work. So, yes, there are certainly Oedipal dynamics at work in the play King Oedipus. Oedipus is the son of King Laius and Queen Jocasta, and he unknowingly fulfills the prophecy of killing his father and marrying his mother. This is the root of the family dynamics in the play, as Oedipus is driven by the prophecy to unknowingly fulfill it. Additionally, the play focuses on Oedipus' search for the truth of his parentage and the consequences of the prophecy. The dynamics of Oedipus' family and the tragedy that results from the prophecy are central to the story. So, in the play, Oedipus displays his psychoanalytic traits in many ways. His complex and intense sense of guilt for his past actions is an example of the concept of guilt which is a central component of psychoanalytic theory. Oedipus attempts to repress his guilt by searching for the murderer of the former king of Thebes and is driven by an unconscious desire to undo his past actions. Additionally, Oedipus' behavior towards his wife or mother demonstrates his unconscious desire to be reunited with her, which is an example of the concept of Oedipal complex. Further, Oedipus is unable to come to terms with his identity as a result of his psychoanalytic concept of denial. He refuses to accept the truth of his past actions, which leads to his eventual downfall. Finally, the tragedy of the play can be explained in terms of psychoanalytic concepts of catharsis, which is the process of releasing emotional tension and anguish through tragedy. Oedipus' narrative and behavior throughout the play can be analyzed through psychoanalytic theory, illustrating the complexity of his character and his struggle to overcome his own psyche. The work suggests that the author is deeply interested in exploring the psychological complexities of the human experience, particularly in regards to Oedipus and the struggles with identity, fate, and destiny that he faced. Additionally, it implies that the author is drawn to themes of tragedy, exploration of the self, and the power of destiny as seen in Oedipus' story. A given interpretation of a literary work can suggest a lot about the psychological motives of the reader. For example, if someone interprets the play King Oedipus as a story about a man struggling to overcome his own psychological limitations, it could suggest that the reader is dealing with similar issues in their own life. Similarly, if someone interprets the play as a warning against the dangers of hubris, it could suggest that the reader is struggling with feelings of pride and arrogance. Yes, there are many prominent words in the play King Oedipus that have different or hidden meanings. The play is full of imagery and symbolism that may have a subconscious meaning for the author. Some of the words that could have a double meaning include blindness, faith, oracle, prophecy, hubris, and justice. These words are used in the play to represent different aspects of life, from the tragedy of Oedipus' life to the idea of fate and destiny. The use of these words could be seen as a way for the author to subconsciously express his own views on life and how it can be cruel or unjust.